This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing incoming. There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Rebellious, hard-headed, venomous. Just a few of the words you could use to describe both CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But which of them is the biggest, the baddest, the best? Tonight, Austin and Punk aim to find out in a no-holds-barred match.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
This no-holds-barred stipulation, who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of hurt.
Followed by a bulldog headlock.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Austin escapes danger.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes, but to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
Oh my God, a clothesline! Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the other's contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era. Able to slip out of that situation.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
Back and forth trading reversals. Check out the springboard.
Misses on the springboard. Austin going big.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Austin can put it away. Austin going big.
Stone Cold.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Austin going big.
That has to be the one that ends this. Shoulders are down. And he's still in the game.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting. And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Makes it instantly. He has his shoulders up.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he powered out. Unbelievable.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. Pin on CM Punk.
Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Stone Cold Steve Austin, still the toughest, meanest SOB around.